We have veterans coming back who have mental health problems, who have post-traumatic stress, who also may have some brain injuries. And it can get them involved in the criminal justice system through the use of drugs and alcohol. What the Veterans Court would do is more than one thing. There's a mentoring program, there's a way to get them referred over to the correct mental health agencies. There's other veterans who would assist them in their different needs. It's one of the things I feel that we need here at Bay County. Thank you.
I'll stay on this end. I'm Mark Janer. I'm not originally from Bay, I wasn't born here, but I have relatives that are here. Matter of fact, the Shipkins are still here, and we came here in 1983. Lasky and Hegley offered me a job as an associate attorney. I was a year with them, a year in private practice. And then I took a position with the Public Defender's Office with a little help from even Steve Jacobs, who gave me a plug. And I joined them. What was supposed to be a 3 to 5 year type of stint, grab your experience, get your trial experience, do all those kind of things, wound up being 25 years. And the last 8 years I've been director of the Office of Criminal Defense here in Bay County. I have represented anywhere from well over 5,000 to close to 10,000 defendants in our community. And my wife probably mentioned this, they need to know that you daily practice in district court. I do. There's no one on the panel here that spends as much time there, because that's where my office is at, that's what I do. I do indigent criminal defense. I've done that for the past 25 years. I've raised 5 boys with my wife who's present here, and my youngest son is here also. And if you've seen the commercial, he's the one that dunked the ball. With 5 boys, as busy as that is, through scouting and through the different things that they do, they all play sports. Got to be quite a few people in our community. I also got involved in our Catholic schools. I believe strongly in that. It's a passion of mine. And I've been 22 years the president of development for our Catholic schools. And it's one thing about our love I have for our community, that it has that base. And I was here to take my steps on my own time to make sure that that was still there. And I'm done? Oh, okay. Thank you.
I got it. Yell 10, hit the cup. I'm Judge Jennifer Barnes. I am your 74th District Court Judge. I replaced Judge Scott Newcomb on June 1st of this year. It was my honor and privilege to be appointed to that court. The phone call came in an interesting way. I had left Senator Barsh's office 2 days before, filed my petitions just like all the other candidates did after circulating them throughout the county. And I was making French toast with my kids. I was basically elbow deep in egg when the phone rang, and it was a Lansing number. I figured it's probably Senator Barsha, who had lost a speech or needed something from me that we'd forgotten to talk about before I left. So, elbow deep in egg as I was, I thought, well, I'll just not pick up the phone call. Well, it kept ringing. So I asked my 5-year-old to pick it up. I said, Julia, can you go get that? And she did. She said, hello, hello, hello. And then she hung up the phone. I said, Julia, who was it? She said, there wasn't anybody there, Mom. And I said, really? Well, did they say anything? And she said, yes. They said, please hold for the governor. That's how my appointment started. But I've been your district court judge now since June 1st. It's been my privilege to serve my community in this way. I wasn't born here. I married a Bay County boy. My in-laws are sitting in the back there. And I came home, basically, to be with my family here. We looked all over the country for a place that we wanted to be, and this is where we wanted to be. This is a place where we could raise our kids, and a place where there was a sense of community, a true sense of home. And I've done everything I could from the moment that I got here to be certain that I was contributing to this community in a meaningful way. This is an extension of that community service. It's community service that I've done my whole life. It was from soup kitchen work. As when I was 8 years old, my mother would make me go to the soup kitchen instead of having Christmas dinner. And we still have that tradition in my house now. We're about service, and this is, at its core, a service profession. If you are not looking at it from that perspective, you're not looking at it the right way. So, I will tell you more about myself as time goes by, but public safety is my primary issue. I'm doing all that I can to keep you safe, because when I look out my window, I see my mother's house. I see my sister's house. And I see that I have to give the microphone to my friend Abel Torres.
Good afternoon to all. I am Abel Torres. I am a candidate for the 74th District Court. And the five of us over here, of course, are the candidates. I also was not born in Bay City, but I've lived in Bay County all my life. I was born in San Antonio, Texas. I came to Michigan with my family, and now this is a long time ago because I'm older than some of the people in this audience. And we used to follow the migrant stream. We were so poor that we depend on picking pickles and pulling beets and picking cotton and all that stuff to survive. So the first house I knew in Bay County, Bay City, was on Tuscola Road over by M15. And I like to tell people where I lived until I was 14 years old. Some information is going around about me. Take a look at it. Now, I tell you this not to feel sorry for me, but I tell you this so because some of you people can relate. It is a house full of love and attention. My parents were so good to us. They stressed education in this house. We were poor, but we were so happy. Sometimes I wish I could go back and be as happy as I was back in those days. The grade school that I attended was this grade school. We used to walk to it. It was only about 3/4 miles down the road. Day in, day out, day in, we walked to school. Like we walked there as a group. So that's my history as far as my lower education. I went to Central High School. At Central High School, the teacher, Mr. David Brendel, made a difference. He said, "Hey, Abel, why didn't you put you in general math? What did they put you in general science? What are you doing in middle shop?" He said, "I'm going to switch you over to college prep courses." I said, "Really? Can I do it?" He said, "Yeah." After that, I went on and got a doctorate of law at the Wayne State University of Boston. One teacher went in with a big impression on my life, all right? So I'll tell you more about me later on. It's not exciting, but it's the truth. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Darren Nichols. I'm running for Circuit Court Judge here in Bay County. I've been born and raised here in Bay County. This is my home. It's been my entire life. I went to Western High School, I went to Delta College, I went to Michigan State University. From there I went on and got my Juris Doctorate from Thomas Cooley Law School. I grew up, my family ran a business here in Bay County that I grew up with, Nichols Appliance, which maybe some of you know. My whole life has been here. I did come back to this area after law school, obviously. Worked for a law firm in Saginaw for about 5 years. It was a big litigation firm. Traveled all over the state of Michigan doing litigation type work, mainly insurance type defense. But I would handle all of the general practice issues that came into that firm because I was the low man on the totem pole at the time. From that, I gained a lot of experience and realized that I wanted to go out and be with people and deal with the issues at hand. And I went out and started my own law firm. I'm a general practice here in Bay County. I do a variety of different areas, including litigation. I handle divorce and I do handle custody issues. I've done some criminal type stuff. I do probate, estate planning. I've dealt with every contract issue and real estate issue you can imagine. And I do my fair share of litigation on both sides of the table. I have a beautiful wife and 2 children. I live in Essexville and Hampton Township. And to me, the future is for my children. So I want this to be a safe and solid community. And that's why I want to be on the bench. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Gill. I have lived in Bay County since I was 9 years old. I hope that qualifies me as a homegrown boy. I have practiced law for 33 years.